Graduates of Bayou City High, congratulations. Today is a momentous day in your journey. It is likely that today marks the end of yesterday and the beginning of tomorrow more clearly than any today has in your journey so far. You are stepping out of one season and into another, and in that transition, it is tempting to want to cut ties with who you've been and meet who you are becoming, or to hold on to who you've been for fear of who you may become. In our next few moments together, what I want to offer you is a bit of advice about that temptation. In the modern world of dating, we all know what it means to be ghosted, to be left behind without warning or consideration, perhaps even after a promising start. Unfortunately, you and I cannot control whether or not others ghost us, but you can choose not to ghost yourself. Don't worry, I'm not going to give you dating advice. Graduates, who you will become cannot be fully realized without consideration of who you've been. Your story matters. The early chapters are just as crucial to the story as the last pages. Some of you cannot wait to get to the next part of your life. You would gladly cut ties with the people and places of the last decade in exchange for the possibilities of the next 10 years. Don't do it. Those people and places, they have shaped you. They have highlighted your strengths, whether by love, support, or challenge. They have held up a mirror and allowed you to discover the shape of yourself, the places your heart breaks, the angles at which your soul bends towards hope, the dark and light of life that create the most beautiful shadows of who you are. If you leave them behind, you leave yourself behind, without warning and without consideration. The person you have been the last several years deserves consideration. Do not ghost her, leaving her to wonder if something is wrong with her. Others of you are happy to camp out in yesterday. You love the people and places of the last decade and cannot imagine leaving them behind. You too have to resist the temptation to ghost yourself. Like any relationship where an ending brings unexpected change for one party, you risk living in the hope of becoming instead of in the work of becoming. The work of becoming requires that you give yourself over to the possibilities of tomorrow. To do so means loosening your grip on yesterday. Take the memories of who you've been, how the people and places of your life have shaped you, and walk with those memories into the work of meeting the person you are becoming. Do not ghost him, leaving him to wonder why he wasn't worth your effort. Who you have been is worthy of your consideration, and who you are becoming is worthy of your effort. The world is full of broken hearts. Hunger, hatred, dehumanization is tearing us apart. The world doesn't need more ghosts. What the world needs is you, the person you have been and the person you are becoming. That is the person who will heal broken hearts.